Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back to Love from a Leo. My name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from a Leo, and today is going to be your June reading for the year 2019. So, before we start, I would like to let you know that I am using clear quartz and malachite. All right, Scorpio. June. We're starting off in Gemini season. Once we get towards the end of June, it will be Cancer season, which is your sister sign. I definitely feel like this month is going to be a month of human complexity for you. And I know that sounds scary, but I don't think it will be. I think you will have to learn, what are you willing to give? What are you willing to let go of that maybe you have been resenting? So this could be past traumatic issues for some of you. This could be dealing with a relationship, and just in general, just about, obligations. What really deserves your attention? What deserves your energy? It is hot as hell in here, so bear with me. All right, so we're going to start with the past energy, and then we're going to move on to the present, and then obviously the future, to see what's happening for you. So in the past, what's been bothering Scorpio? The energy of the past energy that's been messing with you. We have the Sun card in reverse. So some things not necessarily going the way that you planned it. But what I do like about this, it's not a bad card at all, by any means. It just means that what you wanted, you got it, but it came in a way that you weren't expecting. It could have involved a Leo for some of you, or a child in your life, or someone who brings light into your life, but you weren't expecting to receive that energy the way that it actually came. We do have the Hangman in reverse, so maybe you had to make a decision in order to get to this point. Maybe you had to make a decision on what to let go of, what to keep, in order to feel this energy. And this could have involved a Pisces as well. I think that you had to communicate something. I definitely think that there was some communication that had to happen. It could have backfired. You could have become distant with whoever you had to choose between, because you had to make a decision. You didn't necessarily want to talk to them, because it was just easier for you to, make your decision without being influenced by them. Now the situation, we have Five of Wands in reverse. So in the past with this situation, Scorpio, you definitely needed to come to a conclusion. I think this was like an ongoing battle. Definitely it was an ongoing battle. And so it came to a point where it was like, look, all this confrontation, all of this back and forth, this bickering, it's not doing anything. There's no outcome coming from it. So what are we going to do to really get some results? And I think you had to kind of build your own courage in order to trust yourself and, get to that next phase for yourself. You really had to use your courage, and you had to realize, what did you want at the end of the day? Yeah, with this, it could have involved love, or just having harmony around you. It's like you had to kind of build up your courage, your strength, and then also your individuality to achieve this point of harmony, whether it was in love, like romance, or whatever. You had to kind of step out of the box and look at it from a different perspective than you had been looking at it, because it was just arguing, bickering, butting heads. And so it took a lot, and I think it took some time, but you had to do that to get to a point of harmony, because I think that's what you were after. You were trying to seek that, but it was just so much. It was so much on the table that you were just like, okay, this is way too much for me to handle. Maybe I need to change my strategy. You guys were arguing over power. You could have been arguing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but I think this was more about just authority. It's like you wanted your own authority. You wanted to have control over something in your life that you felt like was fleeing from you. Now let's get you some advice for those of you who haven't achieved it. What can Scorpio do in order to achieve this? Seven of Pentacles. So this is something you have to work on day to day. I wouldn't say internal change, but it's something that it's like it has to be a part of your everyday life. So if you're cutting someone out of the picture, you have to really cut them out of the picture. So that means no talking to them every day. That means, changing up what you do on a day-to-day basis so that you're distracted from trying to be in contact with them, for example. So yeah, it's something you're going to have to commit to. And I think it'll pay off. It's not something that you know, you're doing all this work and nothing will come from it. It will pay off, but you have to be willing to trust that the process is on your side, because this is what you wanted, right? But it came in a way that you weren't expecting. And that's where that Sun card in reverse energy is coming from. You making that decision to get rid of something so that you can have balance, so that you can sleep peacefully at night. All right, Scorpio. So that was pretty intense. Now let's see what's happening in June for you. What present situation is happening, and hopefully it's a little bit lighter than what had been happening, okay? All right, so the energy behind what's happening in your present is the Knight of Wands. So we're having some movement. We're having maybe some messages come in. We're having a little bit of enthusiasm. I think things are speeding up just a tad for you. I think some structure is being put into the situation. For some of you, it could involve your marriage or just something that you're a part of, whether it's school, some type of institution where it's important. It's important. You're having some messages about coming through about this, whether it's like text, emails, people talking to you about something. Four of Swords in reverse here. You're putting your plans into action. Whatever was communicated is starting to pick up now. It's starting to happen in regards to the situation. Now, the situation that it's actually talking about, we have the High Priestess here. So I do think this is something that you have already kind of known about. This could definitely double into your inner knowing. It's like you felt like something was going to be happening. Why is the High Priestess showing up here? Yeah, so it's something that could benefit you financially. It's something that I feel like you needed to plan for because you knew something was going to change in this scenario. So it's kind of like intuitively you already know what this is about. You already know why it's happening. And I think it's because in the past or even now, it's like something hit the fan in your financial life. And so you kind of knew it was coming. Kind of like if you have a feeling you're going to get laid off, or if you have a feeling you're going to get fired because of something that happened 2 weeks ago or something. It's like you start to look for other jobs, or you start to plan accordingly to save, so that if it does happen and intuitively you know, but you just don't want it to be true yet, you know, it happens on your side. Now, Six of Wands, I do feel like a lot of Scorpios feel like they were done dirty. I think a lot of you feel like you did not get the, you know, the winning side of the stick. And I think a lot of you feel like someone lied about the way that something happened. Or you feel like you weren't, the way that you look at the end of the day with the situation, it doesn't paint you out to be the person that you actually feel that you are. And I think you feel like, you know, it's almost like a lie. Like, this isn't fair. This isn't how it happened. This isn't how it went down. And I think you feel that it was unjust. Yeah, and I think it involves some type of lie. Definitely some type of lie. And it could have involved a water sign. But yeah, it seems like there's just a lot of back and forth that you feel like needs to happen because you want to express yourself. You want people to know the truth, but it's just not coming out because of some type of blockage. What's blocking the truth from coming out? Five of Cups. So for some of you, it could be someone who has a low self-esteem, who is willing to make sure you're down so that they can get what they want out of something. And for others, the person that can speak up to help you, they just don't have the guts to do it. And simply put, it's just an unfortunate situation as far as how it plays out on your end. You know, it just doesn't go out in your favor. Now, what advice can I give Scorpio so that this can be used as a blessing for the future? What advice can I give Scorpio? Two of Cups. So you need to move in love. Don't try to add hatred to the mix. We've seen that doesn't work out. You need to be a little bit more compassionate. You need to try to find the harmony. Try to be harmonious with others around you. It'll pay off in the end. And I know this is going to be a time where it may not be easy for you to you know, be the bigger person and fight with love and not war. But that's what's needed at this time. I'm going to be the bigger person because this is what's needed. It'll pay off in the long run is what I'm saying. Okay? So in the future for Scorpio, what's happening in the future for Scorpio? So the energy for what's happening or coming in your future, we have the Seven of Cups. If you take the advice that I'm giving you to, you know, use love, not war, it looks like there's going to be lots of opportunities coming your way. Now, you may feel overwhelmed with this. It may be lots of people coming your way, lots of opportunities coming your way, lots of questions coming your way. It's just going to be a lot coming your way at one time, and it depends on your situation of what that's actually going to be or look like. I think you can take on more than you're giving yourself credit for. Now, I do see that in the future, you're going to be needing help, whether it's financially or emotionally or even spiritually. Like, you may need someone to lean on. You may need someone to talk to. If I can be that person for you, if that's the type of situation you need help in, then you can always, reach out to me, and I can be of help. But I definitely feel like things are going to be getting kind of heavy for you going towards your future. And I don't want to say that to scare you, because we do have some good things happening here. 3 of Cups, there's going to be some connections made that I think are going to help you in the long run. It's going to push you. And these connections wouldn't have happened without all of this drama that's happening now, and that has happened already, that's transpired. And it's going to be kind of like you're giving a lot. And like I said, if you take my advice here in the present to use love, not war, the 6 of Pentacles is going to be very beneficial for you in the future. You can have a good karmic payout. You can have things happen for you that, can help you out, whether it's financially or people in your life or some type of generous act that comes your way because of how you're dealing with this. But you have to trust the process. You have to trust that by you doing good, things will happen good. Now, it doesn't mean that everyone around you is going to be good. I'm not saying that by any means, but I need you to understand that if you are putting in good work and you're putting in the intent to be a good person, I do think that things are going to turn out the way that you want them to very soon in the future. Now, the situation that this is all surrounding, Knight of Cups. So again, a message of love. So maybe something that you said comes out or is revealed, or someone sees it in a new light and things change for you. There's a change in the communication or some sort of change. This could also involve a Cancer, or during Cancer season, this is when all this stuff is going to transpire, like this connection that's happening. I'm picturing a triangle. Like, you're at the top, and then you have 2 people that are below, and they come together, and you guys all connect, and somehow it brings a blissful romance, or it brings a blissful harmony type of energy to the situation that you've been dealing with. Because I feel like at this point you've been feeling alone. Honestly, I think you've just been feeling like a lot of things are happening and you feel alone. You feel like no one's on your side. Not to say that you should be, throwing a pity party for yourself, but I think a lot of you will be feeling like, I need more, I need help. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, like I said, if you need someone to reach out to and you just don't have anyone, or even if you do have someone and you want spiritually to make sure you're on the right track, hit me up, ask me for help, because I feel like you would need someone to talk to that can really see what's coming your way, someone who's really, on your side, you know what I'm saying? Not just someone who's looking from your point of view, but someone who can look from a spiritual point of view and like around you, what your aura is putting out and all of that, you know what I'm saying? So what advice can I give Scorpio during this time to stay strong? 4 of Wands. So with the 4 of Wands, this is Leo energy. This is having the sun on your side. So we go back to the sun energy, remember, that we had in the beginning, in your past. But at this point, we want to really invoke what you want, your self-identity, how you express yourself. You want to bring in kind of like this celebratory type of energy. So whatever you're doing, you want to try to focus on the positive. You want to be around things that you like to celebrate. You want to be around people that you like to be around. Kind of like focusing on the good instead of focusing on anything negative, because when you're focusing on the good, you're going to naturally exude a positive attitude, a positive energy, and that's what's going to help you get that karmic payback. That's what's going to help you find and connect with those people that can help you in the long run. You understand what I'm saying? And that none of that's going to happen if you stay stuck in this old energy of fighting. And where's that 5 of Wands? Yeah, all of this bickering and stuff that have been happening, we already know it's time to change it. We already know that you have to use love now. Love is what's going to help you. And it's not always easy. It's definitely not easy to be the bigger person. But that's what's going to change everything for you. And that's what's going to bring in that karmic energy that you want, that you need, so that things can really start to change and that Wheel of Fortune can start to like move for you. Because right now it's very stagnant. So be very careful with what you're putting out there. Be very aware of your intent. And know that it may be a little hard right now, but the outcome is going to be very beautiful if you keep your head high, if you have faith. This is going to be like a time where your faith is tested. It's going to be tested. All right, so just keep that in mind, and you know that it's coming, so it's not going to be as hard. I think if you didn't know it was coming, it would hit you like a ton of bricks. But since you know it's coming, it's going to actually be very beneficial for you, and you're going to get what you want. It's just going to come in a way that you didn't expect. You're going to have to be the bigger person, and sometimes that's just hard, you know, especially if you feel like you shouldn't have to do that because you feel like you're in the right. It's one of those situations where you have to be mature. So yeah, Scorpio, I hope that this helped you kind of see what's going on for you. I definitely think this is something that we're going to have to follow up on in the months to come, because I think it's definitely going to be playing out kind of like a transit of some sort. Again, if you need help, if you need any type of spiritual information, whether it's crystals or, you know, readings, anything of that nature, understanding your chart so that you kind of know what's coming your way and how to deal with that accordingly so that it can help you, all you have to do is email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com, or you can add me on Instagram at atela_amor, and we can get something going. Please leave a thumbs up on this video. It helps me out so much. If you want to spread the love, that would be a wonderful way to start. You can also subscribe to the channel so that you can be a part of the family. Make sure that notification bell is hit once you subscribe. And leave a comment if you would like to talk about some things, or leave a comment so that other Scorpios can kind of, you know, have some motivation as well. I think it's very important to keep your signs motivated during times where you know it's going to be a little bit hard, or maybe just share your story, share something so that they're able to know that it's not just them going through something, right? I think that's all. Until next time, I'm Love from a Leo. If I'm not your favorite Leo, one day I will be. And until next time, my beautiful Scorpio, stay positive, stay hopeful, and keep your intent pure. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, Scorpio.